Erin Autenrieth, who was at the rally and was an eyewitness to the attack. Erin, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us your experience.
I was I had volunteered and arrived 7 o'clock in the morning. So the volunteers normally, and I checked in the medium. So I got first row seats I was directly in front of President Trump. I would say I was 15 to 20 feet away from him. And I heard the pops. There was it sounded pop, 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 like fireworks. And I'm thinking somebody in the neighborhood is having a party and they're shooting off fireworks. Then Trump crouched a little bit, but the forced Secret Service jumped on the stage, pushed him down to the ground, and then pushed all the reporters down that were down on the ground, too. There was like a pile of 5 of them. And then we just didn't know what happened. Then the guys with the black long guns came on the stage and said, okay, clear right, clear left, lift him. They lifted him up. They lifted him up straight. I saw his face. I knew he was okay because his face wasn't graven, or I saw blood on the right cheek. And Trump said, I have to get my shoes on. So they must have fallen off when they pushed him to the ground. Then he turned to the right to exit down the steps. That's when I saw the blood on the ear. It wasn't gushing, but the picture that they're showing now, he was like 5 more steps closer to those steps. That's when there's more blood. Immediately, there wasn't that much blood, and I was thinking he got hurt by being pushed to the ground. Then they whisked him off in the black sedan. Then a couple minutes later, none of us really thought there was a shooting until I saw a gentleman who had spoken earlier at the rally who came behind our row, and I saw the blood on his shirt. His name was Rico Elmore. He was near somebody that was shot, and they were exiting. That was the first time we realized. But the amazing thing was not one of us ran, crouched, did anything. We all were only concerned about the president.
Erin, afterwards, after this drama that you just so accurately described, how have you been thinking about it? Did you talk with other people who were there at the rally with you? What did you make of this moment that you were witness to?
Well, there was a lot of talk because I didn't leave right away. You know, I stayed. I had some water because I came alone. I mean, this was a very safe place. And my car was only the 4th one in the parking lot, so I knew I wasn't going to get out anytime soon. I had seen on people's phones, like, pictures of the shooter. Somebody saw him on the ground, dead. I mean, people had all this stuff on their phones. It was amazing. I was just in the front right in the beginning, staring at everybody coming onto the stage, looking to see if there was any family. The gentleman that came on the stage before Trump was Dan Scavino. I knew he was the only one there. And McCormick was supposed to speak because Trump said, we have, McCormick in the audience. Should we bring him up now or bring him up later? I mean, he could have been up on the stage there. And he said, no, we'll bring him up later. And then that's when he put the graphic up about the border crossings. Now, it was to the right or the left. So he was pointing, I guess his head was turned, and that's how the bullet missed him. I mean, it was just, of course, things are so fast and you don't hardly process it at one time. But, I mean, there was no fear for my life or anybody else's. It was just concern. I just wanted him to get up off the ground, to see him, and he actually stood up on his own accord, I have to say, and walked down those steps.
And Erin, quickly before I let you go, would you attend another political rally like that again in the future?
Yes, but I'm sure there'll be bulletproof glass around him. I say from now on I would. That was my 6th rally, so I had been there many times before, so I kind of knew. I knew he was coming when the sharpshooters got on the building behind him, but they were facing that way where the shots came from. There was 2 of them, and we saw them. It's always like I said, okay, now the motorcade is arriving because they're up there and they're in position.
Erin Autenrieth, thank you so much for your story, and we're glad you're safe.
Thanks, John. Bye.